Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to your deciding game for the SEA Qualifier number 2. There's one more spot in the main event, which begins tomorrow, by the way, and will be 2 weeks of the best teams in SEA competing for $1,500 in prizes. But we got to crown that final team first, or rather, select them, and we do it by playing this game. It's QMX, or QMX, or Climax Crew, whatever you want to call them, captained by B-Boy, and they're going to be playing on the dire side this game, MSIevoGT, on the Radiant, the Pinoys versus the Malaysians, and it was just a crazy Invoker Tour de Force performance last game. That Exhort Invoker, a blast from, well, 4 or 5 months ago. I'm LD. I'm joined here by Winter. We're beyond the summit. And Winter, we are going to see a mag slip through the draft. And MSI, they do like that mag, but not going to go for it just yet.
But
looks like they want a PL.
Yeah, Phantom Lancer's in the pool, but MSI, it seems like they don't want to go for the Phantom Lancer at all, but they're going with the first pick Shadow Demon. That's been a long time since we see any first picks on Shadow Demon.
I think they actually do want it. I think they just don't want to first pick it and get counterpicked.
It's not like they want to pick it too much as well, because if they wanted to pick it, they would leave the Keeper of the Light in the pool.
That's true.
Reserve time.
Because I haven't seen them play even this hero once at all for the whole tournament. I don't think it's something they want to pick up.
Maybe they're trying to disrupt. I mean, Lucky's really been over the course of this event. He's been the story for QMX. Him and I would say Hank Kiki, but he's not playing today. Just the supports really for QMX, and even B-Boy had a pretty decent game as well.
Yeah. And there's another player who just came into the game, Blow. This is actually the original lineup that I knew from their roster.
Yeah, for what I've been told, Insidious C is a stand-in. I'm not sure if that's changed. Oh boy. QMX, this is what MSI loves to run. That Lone Druid, even though they're Pinoys, they really play more of like a 5-man, you know, get our core items up, go and push around that 25-30 minute mark kind of style. But it's going to be very hard to do that now that 2 of the best heroes at doing it and countering it have been selected by QMX.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if MSI goes for split push right now, because you see the Lone Druid and the Brewmaster team fight galore. You have to do some split pushing to avoid team fighting too much. And Queen of Pain is definitely one of the good choices to do split pushing.
And they get the mag as well, so they do have the ability to force some fights if they would like to do so.
And LD, it's exactly the same first 3 picks in the first game for MSI. They picked Shadow Demon, Queen of Pain, and Magnus as well.
They picked the mag first though. They didn't go for Shadow Demon first.
Yeah, the sequence wasn't the same, but the 3 heroes are.
10 seconds
Are we going to see the same type of team fight in the first game? And now, and this game, QMX actually has the heroes to go head on 5-on-5 against MSI with the Brewmaster and the Lone Druid.
Well, I think QMX is going to have their eye on a support here, and Rubik is in the pool, a likely choice. And also, Rubik there's a mag you're up against, so taking that Rubik would be quite smart.
Rubik is fantastic for this situation. You have Blink, you have the reverse part. Okay, this is not.
I don't really agree with this, and I don't think Shakiro is that great of a hero right now at all. I feel he shouldn't even be getting picked unless Shadow Demon, Keeper, Nyx, Rubik. If all of these heroes are gone, and Lina and Lashrak even, then maybe you go Jakiro. But I don't know.
Or you have a Sand King combination with the Darkseer, and you want.
That's true. Well, to be fair, Jakiro is really good when you combo him with Darkseer. If you vacuum a couple heroes into the Ice Path Macropyre, but well, there's no Darkseer, and it's very hard to execute unless you practice as well.
And there's no Hankiki today with the Sand King.
That's very true. So MSI, really both teams going for much more standard drafts. That last game was, to put it mildly, wacky, but we're back to basics here, Winter, and it feels more like a real game.
Oh, talking about Sand King, look,
they banned it. Well, I think that's very smart because QMX already have a very strong 5-man Dota lineup with these 3 picks, and Sankey gives them so much lockdown.
And not to mention, it synergized so well. Epicenter, good AoE to combine with the Ice Puff and the Macropire. Burrow Strike set up for Ice Puff and his Wilbur. It's just the perfect fit for their heroes.
And not to mention, the Brewmaster provides a lot of AoE with the Immolate damage, the Blink Clap as well is very strong in the early to mid game.
I think they would have been forced to go for something like a VS already. There's not much they could go for right now. If the Rubik gets banned out. And I don't know if QMX are just going to ignore the Rubik once again.
It is going to be the first pick going to MSI out of this, and oh boy, if they can get it, if they ever get a Brewmaster ult, they have Rubik on their side, and they have Shadow Demon. If they can get Rubik, Shadow Demon, and Mag, their team fight and their late game is actually going to be very strong before they even pick up a carry.
And Shadow Demon plus Rubik is just one of those 2 strong support duos together. The lane will be very strong.
Yeah, lots of lockdown, decent AoE, tons of burst damage, and of course supports that scale well into the late game. That being said, I wouldn't say the Shadow Demon's especially good against, say, a lone druid as far as a carry go, but it's still a Shadow Demon. He's still, the Soul Catcher is nice to bring him down, even though he's tanky. And let's see what they go for with this last ban. The Rubik's still in the pool.
And I don't see QMX banning themselves. I think Rubik plus Jakiro used to be the top tier support 2 months ago. Yeah, 2 months ago.
Oh, they banned the Sven and the.
Oh, you were right, Rubik.
Well, we were even talking about it with like the 6th pick of the draft, and it slips through 6 more bans, and then they snag it. There also is a Lifestealer in the pool, and I think MSI might have their eyes on that. He's quite decent against Lone Druid, especially because they have the amazing late game supports. So even if they don't have the best late game hard carry, they can take this late, and I think they'll be in a decent position.
They could also go for something like a Faceless Void for more team fight, but I don't know if MSI will want even more team fight right now. They already have a ton of team fight. Rubik, Magnus, and Queen of Pain.
I'm trying to think if is there anything unusual we've seen them run that maybe hasn't been played today.
You know, it doesn't feel right now, the MSI draft, because it's not something you expect from a Pinoy team.
I'm telling you, Winter, this is how they play. They don't draft like your traditional Pinoy teams, and they don't bottle crow a lot. Their solos are not normally their carries. They play balanced team fight lineups.
Windrunner at your service.
They are still Pinoys, of course. I'm sure they pub differently, but
yeah, of course they are Pinoys.
MSI just they have a very different style from other Pinoy teams. I find it fascinating. I feel like they can't actually be Pinoys, but it's not fair for us to stereotype.
Even during the Dota 1 era in the Philippines, MSI is one of those teams that doesn't draft the same like everyone. They are the team that's more likely to adapt to new drafts. Because during our bootcamp there with the Philippine teams, MSI is one of the first few teams that use and adapt our way, running the Furion on the off lane instead of doing the cliff farming that they always do and getting necro books.
Also, I would say that this is really more, despite the name, it's really more TNC than it is MSI. They have 3 TNC players, only 2 from MSI rather. Yeah. So, their style is much more TNC style. I think MSI was more of a traditional Pinoy style of play.
But isn't Briol a new player? I don't think he's from TNC. Isn't Briol a new player? I thought he's not from TNC. Only Cass and Jesse Wash is from TNC.
I think he was from TNC. Oh, and they do go for the Lifestealer.
Yeah.
Man, I like this draft by MSI. I can't believe they got the Rubik with the 4th pick there.
Yeah, their draft is just looking so strong right now. They can do team fight, they can do split push with the Queen of Pain, and they can go late game. They have the draft that's able to do everything.
And the thing is, QMX doesn't have. I guess they could offensive.
10 seconds remaining.
They don't really have some way to just crush the lanes. You know, it's not like MSI's laning stage is bad. It's quite good actually.
They can go for a Gashishfire lane with the Brewmaster, Jakiro.
Well, now it's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be very hard. I'm not gonna do any aggressive tri-lane with this. Oh, they don't really have any. They have stuns, but they're not reliable. Shaker Shot, Ice Path, and Glimpse. These are not really exactly reliable stuns. But on MSI side, they have the RP, they have Disruption, they have the Lift, and they have two slows from Queen of Pain and Lifestealer.
Are we gonna see? Is this game gonna turn into carry Rubik and carry Shadow Demon? Is the spirit of die? Is the spirit of die lurking in the heart of Cast?
I don't think about the Shadow Demon, but there's a possibility the Rubik will be a hero. There's a primal speed to steal. There's a static field, Disruptor's ulti, what do you call it?
Static Storm, yeah.
And there's a macro part. But
there's also Shackle, which can
when I look
be
at
very
these
big.
5 heroes, if I'm the Rubik player, the first thing that comes to my mind is that Ice Path.
And it's actually it's such a great ability to steal because it's not that expensive. It's very spammable, and he's got a great setup stun just to make sure that he can land a good ice path because he's already got telekinesis. You've already got your setup stun, so you're guaranteed to land a good one, and it also sets up the Magnus RP. The other thing I want to mention is I wonder what Jesse Vash is going to do. I imagine it won't be the silly jungling shenanigans from game number 1.
I definitely doubt that will happen. No, it's the last game of the series. It's 1-1, and you only have 1 spot to qualify for the league. You don't want to be doing something cheesy like that.
You say that, and then we're gonna see them go 5 mid.
No, they are not gonna. Don't instill bad ideas to the players, LD.
Winter, I'm losing it. My brain is mush at this point. It's 10 a.m., but I think it's actually like 2 a.m. for me, meaning like I've been up all day. Because my daytime is actually nighttime. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's introduce the players really quickly while we have a moment. Hopefully this pause won't be too long. B-Boy is playing the Disruptor. Lucky on the Jakiro. I'm sad that Lucky's on the Jakiro because there's just only so much he can do on that hero, and he's been my favorite to watch from this team. Blow 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 is going to be playing... Oh, Blow 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 Cow. Okay, he's adding names to himself as the series goes on. He's playing the Lone Druid. Insidious C on the Brewmaster. Last but not least, it's Dan on the Windrunner.
Yeah, and for MSIevo, I have to pronounce the hard names again. We have Ryo on the Lifestealer, Jesse Wash on the Magnus, and Cass on the Rubik, and followed by Chemo on the Shadow Demon. And for the Queen of Pain, we have Eevee on it.
They're a very small team. All these hero models, they're very except for the Magnus, who just lumbers around.
You're taking advices from Bruno after the no legs thing, and you're talking about hero models being small.
They have a lot of legs. There's a plethora. The only legless hero is the Jakiro. I think that's a bad omen for QMX.
I think... Oh no, Rubik has legs. You just don't see them clearly.
This is the all-leg strat from MSI.
Wait, I'm trying to think of more commonalities we can find in the heroes.
Well, they have... Okay, they've got a chain. The Lifestealer's got a chain. The Magnus has a spear. Rubik's got his wand. Actually, if you zoom in on Shadow Demon, he's got some chains enmeshing his body. And then Queen of Pain's just got wings, so nothing for
And
her.
she's holding a dagger on her left arm.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, she is holding daggers. How does she not run out of daggers? She doesn't have any pockets. Where does she keep these things?
Good question. Good question.
This game is bullshit, I must say. Makes no sense.
Where does her fan come from?
Alright, we've introduced the players. It looks like it will be a defensive tri-lane for MSI. No surprises there. Jesse, no Quelling Blade. He's not doing anything too weird.
I told you so. I told you so. No weird stuff.
And actually, I'm thinking I should make a habit of doing an F5 inventory check every game because we've been seeing so many weird jungle tactics lately. For some reason, this Lone Druid bear is Tango's. Interesting.
Oh, the Lone Druid's gonna try to pull the wave back for the Windrunner. You can see it's already getting ready, and Windrunner doesn't have any regen items, so I think he's expecting the Lone Druid to get it. He has to be careful. The Rubik is there to chuck him up the hill.
You always talk about that, but it's true. He can also get skewered, although in the new skewer, very hard to do.
Oh, he's taking the long way. Okay, that's much safer route for him to take.
And the plinking away begins. Eat a tango, little bear. You need your trees. I don't know why trees heal him.
The battle begins.
More things that don't make sense in Dota.
He has a tango. I just noticed.
Bears are carnivores.
Okay.
Tangoing up. Gank the bear. Up. The bear is in trouble. Go home, little bear. It's just running in circles. It can't get in.
He's not going to be able to pull it. Open moves will just kill it. Oh no, he's dead. This is dead bear.
This is a mistake. Really should have waited until the lifestealer was forced to choose.
Oh,
and he gets the kill too. And look at their experience. That's like 2 creeps.
65 experience on all the 3 heroes. That's a lot.
Oh boy. B-Boy lurking towards the top burn. Jesse Vash just taking the long way around. There is actually a sentry in the lane, which I find interesting because there's no heroes here.
This Windrunner is doing exactly what I said before, where I don't see any Windrunners doing it in this tournament, where you just skill power shot and go to the jungle and stack. Oh no, he's going to the jungle. Oh dear, damn.
I'm Winter. I feel good because I'm not the only one who's hallucinating today.
He just killed Windrun. He just killed Windrun.
Oh, he's got the Koi Blade, so he's got to eat his way through these trees and then farm them from the high ground, right? He's got to kill the trees that are blocking his vision first.
But if you're already planning to do that, why wouldn't you get a power shot? Why would you get a Windrun? Why? And why?
Just to so his enemies don't know what he's going to do. Duh. So, unfortunately for QMX, they're giving away free pulls and farm to 2 of the best supports to give that to in the game, in the form of the Rubik and Shadow Demon. The trade is Disruptor and Twin-Headed Dragon. I don't really think this is a great trade, but I guess there's nothing else they can really do.
LD, since they have 2 weak supports, actually MSI they could opt for going for that early smoke, and like how LGD in does, they just pull a wave and smoke their 2 supports around to try and fight the offensive lane.
Are you saying MSI could do that? Because I don't really think QMX is a good lineup for that. Oh, Jesse Vash is here, and he's hasted, and he skewers her. Oh, he wanted to get her up on the cliff, and he just barely missed.
I think he's gonna go back for him.
This should be first blood. Nope. Nope. Actually, no. Sorry, he's only level 1, so he doesn't have the damage.
I think he actually meant to try and KS the centaur.
I think he was very close to actually being able to kill her. She had already blown Windrun. He does good base damage just with his auto attacks, and she has no regen. She doesn't have a salve.
Yeah, but he just made up more space for the Windrunner to hide. After
oh, now she can just sit right here if she wants. You don't really want to sit over there though. You want to be like right here because they run around this way.
Yeah.
so you maximize the amount of time they are able to auto attack them. Well, Winter, it's a very passive start to the game. Lone Druid free farm, Lifestealer free farm. Lifestealer probably going to rush a Midas, I assume, with this kind of a start.
And keep stacking everywhere, so it's going to be like what I expected, a very quite safe game from both the teams because it's a deciding game. Only one team goes to the league finals.
God, Asian Dota is so boring. All these teams do is farm.
That's gonna attract a lot of flame.
It's funny because I think it's less true now, but a lot of people used to think that was true, and that we saw last game. Wow,
the last
he was really getting beaten down mid. In terms of the harassment, but he is dominating in terms of CS.
The CS, he's way ahead.
He's actually been dominating his lane a lot on the Queen of Pain. Oh, here comes the smoke. Wow, they're actually smoke hanging with Disruptor and Twin-Headed Dragon.
Oh no!
And it's revealed.
Oh no!
Jesse Vash. He is being a nuisance.
You know, LD, this is like the 5th time that the first smoke gang of QMX failed.
Winter?
Every single time.
I think they need smoke gang boot camp. This team.
You know, it has been a pattern, if I am not mistaken. All the games we casted where QMX does their first smoke gang, it's always a fail gang.
I thought maybe Hank Kiki was the one at fault, but now we see it happening with B-Boy too, so yeah,
Lucky is the one. Lucky is the one with the bad ideas.
So Chemo wanted to go on mid. He's rotated over. They don't actually have any wards on the bottom side of the map, but Chemo's playing very or Insidious C rather is playing very defensively. Will they be able to get him? Nope. He's gonna go into the jungle even.
But I don't really like the trade-off here because MSI could be much more aggressive in the early few levels because QMX heroes, they all need levels, and when they don't have levels, they are very vulnerable to ganks. I just feel MSI could have been playing a bit too safe here, trying to just stack and pull and not going for the aggressive ganks. They have been known to do aggressive ganks in the last few games, and suddenly, mid lane, this is the aggressive gank.
Yeah, he's been waiting here actually for a while. Jesse Vash is here as well. The skewer, perfectly timed, pushes Insidious C the farthest possible way, but he gets the first blow with the clap on the Chemo. Oh, poor Chemo. And now Iwi's in trouble. He's actually gonna man up. He's got his ult. Dan is only level 3. He completely missed the... Wait, that looked like it totally missed, but I guess it hit. That did not look like it hit. This was what I saw.
It was going to miss.
This is what I saw, and the hero's over here, and somehow the ult hits. Maybe my game's lagging.
No. It's because of the last few range of the AoE, the Sonic Wave. It actually gets bigger at the end, so probably just the edge part clipped the Windrunner.
But I feel like I'm just to tell you what I saw with the red was just nowhere near the Windrunner. I don't know. Maybe I'm the one who's hallucinating again. Jesse Vash, he's been moving a lot, and he's set up what should have been a first blood for his team, you would think, but then it actually goes the other way.
There was some miscommunication there. The disruption actually made the Shadow Strike from the Queen of Pain miss. They needed every spell to land on the Brewmaster to be able to kill him, and instead they gave away the first blood. And I was saying how aggressive that gang was. Chemo was tanking the tower all the way.
Yeah, he was very aggressive with that, and Rubik was just pulling. He didn't come to join the gank. They thought it would be enough just to have the Mag doing it. And speaking of that Mag, he's starting to get some decent experience now with the lane pushing top. Lone Druid, Midas already up on him. I assume Lifestealer's got his as well. Both have the Midases up. It looks like Lone Druid got his first, and he's slightly ahead in CS, but pretty close.
And Windrunner and the Magnus is actually about the same level. They're both level 3, and Windrunner just has a slight bit more, but she has more farm definitely than the Magnus.
Well, she hasn't been moving around as much. She's just been sitting here farming in the jungle. She got harassed the one time, but aside from that, Jesse Vash has tried to be active around the map, checking runes, going for a first blood. Oh, and Lucky is on it. He's up to his old tricks. His same tricks anyway. He's going for the wards in the lane again.
Okay, there has been a distinctive pattern for QMX.
Fail the smoke gank, then place really good wards.
Gang, and the placement of the ward.
His wards are really good. It's just the ganks.
but to be fair to him, why are you trying to gank with Jakiro and Disruptor?
Yeah, it did seem very odd.
And they're gonna lose the bottom tower.
And they're also trying to gank really early too. That was a level 2 smoke gank. Well, like you said, the tower's in trouble. Dan is spotted. He's got Tranquil Boots up though. And they wanted to get him. Dan's gotta be careful now. Infest is gonna clear out the creeps. The TP comes in. Shackle is there. But Lifestealer, even after using his Infest, he's not the one you want. You're not gonna be able to kill him. Brewmaster comes in from the backside. Is gonna pick off the Shadow Demon. Now looking for more. Oh, maybe with the backup they can actually get him. Rubik is here. And with the Rubik's help, the Glyph's just in range. Pulls the Lifestealer back. Now he's gonna run the other way. Doesn't have his phase boots. Or any sort of boots upgraded. Runs north, runs south, now running west. Any direction. He just wants to get out. He salves. Not going to be able to get away. The power shot isn't available, like you said. Brewmaster not in range for the clap. And he's actually going to escape. His pathing was not the best there, but it was enough.
Yeah, you know, for one moment I thought Insidious, he would pass his bottle down for Dan so he can bottle up for the power shot and kill. Sad he didn't do that.
You think of everything. And, well, Lone Druid is having total free farm during this time. He's up to 1,400 gold. He's going to be getting that relic soon. And they're giving away a lot to this Lone Druid.
But the thing is, I think MSI, they can afford to give it up because they're getting good trade-offs. They got the bottom. Okay, another kill. I mean, okay, that was my bad. I was distracting you.
No, it's been a long day. We're slipping. It's okay. It's okay. We'll recover though. But yeah, Iwi finds the solo kill there mid, and the Brewmaster really should have been sticking around that with that. When I saw him, he was at like half HP, maybe 2/3. Then stays around, and Iwi punishes it, gets the kill up to 1,200 gold, and well, this is the big thing for them. It's the carries are trading fairly evenly, but the Queen of Pain is just dominating in the farm game. Here comes the Ice Path that will connect. Echo will latch. It's only level 2 though. I don't think this is nearly enough. It's not.
Oh, he actually went for 2 levels in Shackle when he's level 4.
This is a very utility win runner.
Forget about the thing I said where the Brewmaster will transfer the water, because he's never gonna kill with level 1 power shot.
Well, you're forgiven for expecting it not to be level 1, because this is not something you see often. Queen of Pain is a haste bottle. This is a really hopeful gank. Even if they try to kinetic field glimpse him, it's got to be absolutely perfect.
Yeah, everything has to be perfect to avoid. He could just use glimpse, and before the Queen of Pain reaches the spot, just cast a static stun on him. Just make sure the Queen of Pain doesn't get her blink off.
He actually isn't level 6 yet, so I guess he has to wait for the blink to be wasted, and even then it's a level 1 or level 4 blink. She's charging top. She's now heading back towards mid. The support strut in. 5 on Ruben.
LD. That's a Midas on the lone druid. He's not doing the relic rush.
Oh no! He got the Midas at like 6 minutes. Now he's going for the relic.
I mean his build. He went for the Midas. This is something we haven't seen in a long time in competitive scene.
Well, I guess he figured both teams are just trading and he's not going to be contested. So go for the Midas, then go back for the Radiance.
The thing is, they'll line up if they don't make use of the early Radiance to take the towers quickly, and when MSI has their levels up on all their heroes, they're just gonna be able to split push. They are able to fight, and they're able to split push very well. It's not gonna be too easy to take the towers later on, unless you rush the Radiance really quickly and before they have all their important levels on the core heroes.
Jesse Vash is getting levels. He's up to level 5. And the Queen of Pain, as mentioned, is dominating mid. The Blink Dagger and Brewmaster is nowhere in sight, really. He's still a long way off. The supports, these are 2 supports that you'd like to see just stacking and getting a lot of levels, but they're really not. QMX is wasting a lot of time on their supports, just sitting mid. Cast is getting very close to level 6. I think these supports are not doing nearly enough for QMX right now. They're also not going for the mag because they're not good ganking supports. So he's getting more than he should.
This is not the first time we've seen QMX make this mistake, being inefficient. Efficiency was part of a lot of their problems. We've seen the inefficiency with B-Boy's Darkseer yesterday, and lots of wasted time with failed smoke gangs, and sometimes even covering your teammates when there's actually nothing to worry about, and wasting time when you can just pull and take levels.
Lifestealer is now going for his armlets. He's getting pretty farmed, and he's still keeping neck and neck with the Lone Druid, who I imagine almost has the Relic. No, he goes back for the Tranquil Boots. I guess he's not going for it then. Well, here comes the initiation mid. Iwi is going to throw the ult out. He's manning up. He wants that Panda to ult, but the Panda isn't going to oblige. Shackle was thrown in, but blinks away in the nick of time. Glimpsing the hero all the way back towards... It looked like someone went towards bottom. Iwi's going to come around for a backstab, though. He wants to go in B-Boy. And are they going to find the opening? No, it's actually Insidious who gets caught. Now he Brewmaster ults. B-Boy on the back line's in trouble. Iwi is here, gets caught by the Ice Pad. Needs one more auto attack. Is going to look for the escape instead. Should be able to get away unless the Cyclone is here. But even if it's here in time, I think he's still fine. He can blink immediately after that. And he will do so. He escapes, so Panda ult pretty much wasted there. Score's still 3-2. And the carries continue to farm. And also Mag has not been joining
Did he get the... Oh, yes, he did.
What?
He got the split. He stole the split.
How did he steal that? Brewmaster was like over here. Was it... I guess he must have... I must have missed him chasing or something.
No, because Brewmaster, when the split ended, he just went the lane to farm. It was just a bad mistake, and Rubik was in the lane, and he just walked back.
Okay, so it wasn't really my fault. He just made a silly blunder.
It's a very big mistake because now they don't have the split and MSI has the split. They can just contest any fight.
They're smoked up. They want to go on top. They have that Magnus RP.
And the split on the Rubik.
Oh, this could be great for them.
Oh, they're just gonna dive him.
Oh, and then the TPs are going to come and they're just going to crush them in this team fight. Hello, Disruptor. Sup, buddy? And in comes the Mag. Whiffs the Stewer, actually. Then RPs doesn't catch blow with it. Will it matter, though? The Bear even tanks the Soul Catcher. This is really not comboed properly, but Iwi's arrived, and I think even then it's going to be sufficient to bring him down. Too much poison, too much pain. Jakiro comes late. That was nice timing on that Brewmaster split. Cast used it like right as the TP arrived, no time to cancel it, but still, you have to know it was stolen, and I'm surprised they even tried to fight that once they saw the Rubik.
Yeah, and it was just very silly for the Brewmaster to let him steal it there. It wasn't like when he returned to his hero and he got stolen, it was after a while and he got stolen. It was just a very big mistake.
Top lane, it's gonna get dove and picked off. Brewmaster comes in with a double damager and looking for the glimpse on Iwi. It's, what level is this glimpse? Only level 3. He's not, I don't think he's quite in rage. Yeah, he's not. He's gonna get away.
He needs that ultimate to shut down the Magnus and Queen of Pain during the fights.
Even the Lifestealer, if you can catch him before he can rage.
Yeah, true. That's gonna be very painful for him if he doesn't.
This is only a level 2 power shot, but oh, the lift is there, and Dan's in a lot of trouble. He's gonna melt. MSI is just playing with their food at this point, basically. Just picking off anybody they please.
They're already very far ahead in terms of farm.
And even though Brewmaster has his relic, it's the supports. It's the fact the Shadow Demon Rubik offer so much more right now than this Disruptor Jakiro. It's really what we talked about in the draft.
That's why teams have been preparing to get the Shadow Demon and Rubik as their main supports.
Brewmaster was blocked away by his illusions because of that disruption. Now Lifestealer going to work, kills off one, and they're food at this point. Then infests inside a creep. They are working on that creep, so he will pop out, and then glimpse back in. The Static Storm was on. Oh, no, sorry, it wasn't actually. It's just the kinetic field. He's still not level 6. How is this guy at level 6? 17 minutes in. Mag has arrived, has the RP. They throw up the Rubik, the Mag rather. And is Cass really going to steal the Panda ult again? He's thinking about it. He's going to steal it at this rate. You got to get out of there. He's going to steal it.
No.
Oh, he claps. He's learned. No more silly mistakes, at least not there.
That was close.
While that was happening, it looks like Lone Druid got the tier 1 bottom. He should have his Radiance, assuming he was going, or his Relic rather. I think he went for one. Yeah, he's got a Relic on the Bear.
Yeah, he steals 700 gold shot. 600.
Well, he is farming a lot, but Lifestealer's ahead.
I just don't like the Midas build on Lone Druid, to be honest. I just felt it's very crucial to rush the Radiance as soon as you can because of the team composition of QMX alone. It's very team fight orientated, and as a Lone Druid, if your team is so heavily dependent on 5 on 5 fights, you should be rushing the Radiance as soon as possible.
Yeah, I actually feel like Maelstrom AC would have been really good this game too. It's a really getting that early AC, relatively early AC, is great against Lifestealer, and it really helps your team to push and to tank in the fights. But basically, something that isn't just a farming item like a Midas.
Yeah, and it's a bit risky though if he goes for the Maelstrom build, but because you won't be able to split push as effectively, and MSI's lineup is so split push. There's so much split push with the Fate Bolt, the Queen of Pain, the Magnus. And there's only the power shot, and he's not even scaling the power shot max first for Dan. They really have a lot of trouble pushing other lanes.
Yeah, this is very odd to see a max shackle shot first. I mean, what do you make of this? What is the reasoning behind this?
Because I guess he's just thinking he's too low levels, and if he maxes power shot, they need a lot of lockdown. Because I mentioned before at the start of the draft, they don't have any reliable stun on their team, and they are smoking right up now and farming the neutrals. What's going on? I don't.
QMX feels lost. It doesn't seem like they really have a game plan right now.
Yeah, they are very far behind. When you look at the goal graph, they are
Oh jeez.
7k. Is that? Yeah, 7k behind.
MSIevoGT-TnC, they're looking good right now. They're smoked up. Queen of Pain has an Orchid. Oh, early Orchid versus Panda. This is going to be huge. Even gets... Oh, the tower was last hit by the Lone Druid. Oh, they go to Dan, who is silenced, cannot win, run away. Now Ryo giving chase, blinking forward, but then glimpsed back. There's the Lifestealer still on the move. Once B-Boy. And in comes the Scream. B-Boy is gonna fall. The bear is just running for its life at this point. Lucky's hiding in the trees, abandons the ship. The bear should drop here. Queen of Pain still chasing. Once blow. Queen of Pain ult. Wanted to RP. That was just a split second off the Blink Dagger being off cooldown. Barely gets away. Still a good fight for MSI. And the Brewmaster ult was actually on cooldown, so even if he was there, he couldn't have helped.
Yeah, the Lucky is hoping that he's the luckiest Jakiro ever. He doesn't have gold to buy a TP right now. He's hiding in the tree.
They just forgot about him in the fight. He just lost track of him.
Oh, he's like, guys, I don't have the money to get a TP. I'm just gonna hide here.
It's almost as good as a kill though, because he's just Jesse, because he's just not he's just not farming, leveling, stacking. He's not doing anything right now.
He manages to get away.
This Orchid is big trouble.
Oh no, he's gonna bump in the pain.
Iwi is just hunting right now. Oh boy. Iwi is doing work.
He's not so lucky this time. Bump into the wrong hero at the wrong time.
Look at this Queen of Pain. 6-0-2. Not the highest farmer by any means, but definitely keeping up and has been so active around the map. For this game, where it's been very few kills, but involved in 8 of 11. And there were 3 heroes from QMX parked in that lane for a lot of the game.
Yeah, he's been playing exceptionally well this game. And will the win runner get caught up here? I think he will.
Really overstayed his welcome bottom. It's TP immediately is there. There's no Basher. There is going to be a skewer. Yikes.
That's an ugly death for her.
Impaled upon the halberd of the Magnus, the horn, and then brought down.
He gets caught by a rhino, gets bitten on by a dog or something like that, and he gets screamed by a...
Oh, they want to go mid. They still have RP. They've got Blink. They don't have Skewered for a second. Blink's in. RP's immediately on the Brewmaster. Now they need that silence for the Queen of Pain. It is there, but they're not bursting the Brewmaster down. The Static Storm wasn't the best, but the Bear is doing work with the Radiance. Brings down one support. Once Chemo gets the Entangle. Now the Blink plant. They haven't even Pana ulted yet. This fight is going exceptionally well for QMX. That's going to be a Queen of Pain that actually barely escapes, blinking into the Roche pit and then running south. Can't believe she got away off of that. But with like 10 HP, Lifestealer wasn't really in the middle of that fight. He gets shackled to a creep. If they get an entangle, they can probably bring him down. There's no RP. Yeah. There's not a whole lot he can do. They should infest inside the mag, I think, and then try to blink away. Are they going to go for it? There's the infest. There's the blink. Nope. Not going to need to. Actually, it was Radiance first.
He raged out of the entangle, so he still had his rage before.
Oh, Fade RP right now. This would be a great fight. Why is Chemo TP'd into this tower? They think they can fight this. Can they? We're about to find out. What can Cass steal? He steals Clap. Brewmaster not giving up that ult again. He is able to protect it. On the other side of play, it's Ryo still chasing. He's really mauling that bear. And also, he's about to have an Assault Cuirass. Now the Queen of Pain setting up kills. Monster kill for Iwi. He's not done yet. He wants a couple more. And MSI is still looking pretty good. And this is without them stealing Panda ult. Things could really go worse for QMX.
At the end, that was what I was talking about. Chemo. He always just goes in a bit suicidally, but tries to get an advantage for his team by making some risky plays. And he paid off there.
Once this Assault Cuirass comes up, the Lone Druid is really going to struggle, I feel. That Bear, it has nothing on it. It's just got the Radiance. Oh, actually, he's gone for Vlad's. Okay, so he's got some armor, but still, it's not enough, I feel. That the Lifestealer can make short work of it.
Yeah, I don't think they're just playing their strategy right. They have a very team-oriented lineup, but they don't have a fast Mac. They don't have a fast Radiance, and they are down on the tower count. They're same. No, sorry. They are the same on the tower count, which that shouldn't happen because they have a stronger pushing lineup.
Yeah, they really picked a 5-man lineup, and they're playing it like a 4-protect 1, and it's just
That's
not really
if
working.
you're going to do this, you need something like a anti-mage or facing sword.
And Chemo's gonna get
lane.
caught. He's gonna run out of the. He's still so dead. No way out for Chemo. That was a not really ideal Chemo bait. In spite of that Brewmaster, thinking about ulting, thinking about it, he wants to go in. Or does he? There's the entangle. He gets thrown back in. He will be able to survive. No, actually thrown straight up in the air. Jesse Vash was trying to come to the fight. And that was Chemo doing what he did earlier today, which is not baiting, but just walking into the middle of the enemy team.
He's technically doing an AOTK, right?
Yeah.
TPing into an enemy team. Oh,
Lucky's in trouble. Double damager not available for Iwi. He's going now for back. Oh, here comes
Mag.
Mag. He's infested. Blinks into the pit. RP on 2. Now the Static Storm, but Lifestealer cannot raise in this. Is he going to drop as a result? It looks like he's okay. Now he can raid. Now he wants Dan. He should be able to find him. No, it's actually Iwi who gets the kill. B-Boy with a double damage rune. DPS. DPS Disruptor for the win. And in the end, wow, not getting that rage off in time for the Lifestealer actually really cost them because he couldn't burst those heroes down quickly enough during the RP.
There was no way he could have got the rage on because Mag blinked in and the Static Storm was there.
Yeah. Yeah, just the fact that he couldn't get it off really hurt them. What was stolen? It was Kinetic Field. That's a pretty good spell to get. And they're going to trap the Lone Druid. Now Ryo's going in. Here comes the Panda. He's in trouble. He will melt. Somehow Rubik lives on almost nothing. Still chasing on a blow, blow, blow. Ryo wants this bear. Can he bring it down? Look at how fast the bear melts. It's got no plus armor. It's just complete food for this Lifestealer. Whenever the Lifestealer is here, the bear is not. Bears are apparently no match for zombies.
He's not a zombie. He's
A ghoul.
a ghoul.
Well, I mean, what do you...
Oh, what the Chinese streamers call him. Little dog, little puppy.
He's not a dog. Can you see this mouth? That ain't no dog.
That's a Resident Evil dog.
Maybe a very rabid dog. And the E just goes to him, and now he's up to a Yasha. God,
Iwi is going in on the Windrunner. Oh no. Just orchid him for fun.
And the Lifestealer is still keeping up in terms of farm with the Lone Druid. That's actually kind of insane. Considering the Lone Druid rushed to Midas, then went for a Radiance. And Lifestealer is still calmly keeping the pace.
Yeah, it's not good at all for them. And then the farm on the both the carries are the same, and you have a Lone Druid, and your tower count is the same as your opponent who has Lifestealer. That's not good for you. You're a lot behind.
MSI is the better late game supports. They have another carry in the form of the Queen of Pain, at least a semi carry, and they've got the Mag who makes the carries hit even harder. Like you said, really not looking good.
And the Lifestealer, he's going for my favorite item. Movement speed.
Yeah, well, also Mansa style, great against the Lone Druid, obviously, for getting out of Entangle. And
yeah, and it comes to play again, no stunts. No reliable stunts apart from the Shackle. Ice Puff.
He's gonna be pretty unstoppable. He already kind of is. They can't... He's... Obviously, the magic damage doesn't scare him. Forget about the Aegis. Just killing him once is gonna be tough. And plus, they can always disrupt him if he gets into trouble, so...
Honestly, I think they could have just given it the Aegis to Queen of Pain, because like you said, Lifestealer just can't be touched right now.
I guess the only way they're killing him is if they... mid lane. Looks like there's action about to break out. B-Boy is a long way from where he probably wants to be. Dueling Static Storms. The RP was here by Jesse Vash. Great setup on the back lines. Now the Queen of Pain ult is there. It skewers forward. Catches out one. Just misses Dan. Barely at that. Static Storm was dropped, but the fight ain't over yet. Iwi's jumping in. Triple for him. He wants more. The former Mineski player just dishing and dicey. Now the bear in a bit of a pickle. Where the hell is the Lifestealer? He's looking to join the fight at this moment. Blow, blow, blow is trying to run. This bear is just... Lifestealer skanking the bear. Kill the bear, he says. Get that damn bear. I hate bears. And the bear will fall.
There goes his bear. 60 seconds.
This is ridiculous. The bear honestly probably can't... It probably lives through like 10 to 15 auto attacks. Maybe 20.
Oh, there goes the Vinada.
Yeah. QMX is just self-destructing right now.
Yeah, the draft wasn't right, the roaming wasn't right, and they wasted so much time.
It's very sad, I gotta say, for your Malaysian friends.
Yeah, indeed. They played really well. Oh, there's a smoke again.
This one isn't going to accomplish too much, I feel. Lifestealer still has the Aegis, does not have the ability to infest a creep. Maybe he'll back off and... Well, let's see. Are they going to go back in? Yes, they are. Jesse Vash skewers one down to the low ground. That would be Lucky, who's decidedly unlucky here. Blinking is the Panda. He claps, but he's immediately silent. He does not get the ult off. Then drops. I don't think even has buyback. No buyback on the Panda. That's probably game. That's going to be 2 lanes of Rax almost certainly. If not 3. And MSIevoGT-TnC are just about guaranteed at this point to qualify. Entangle is there, the Static Storm just trying to cover the path of retreat. Blow is in trouble. Oh, sorry, that was actually the stolen... no, sorry, Spirit Bear was stolen. Well, even more pushing power. Meanwhile, Lifestealer... How did that shackle latch on the 1 mid not earlier? Well, Aegis is down. They should be able to get 2 lanes of Rax off of this. And Winter, MSIevoGT-TnC are going to the SEA League.
Yeah, it's sad for my Malaysian friends.
You sound very down. You're friends with TNC too, right?
Yeah.
You had to think about that a little bit.
Yeah, but not all of them. I only talk to Cars and Bosch sometimes. The rest not much.
Well, Ryo doesn't talk to anybody. He just kills buildings, and he's very good at that, apparently. Insidious C. Boy, that Orchid is...
Oh, that RP!
Jesse Vash did not get the RP that he wanted there, and it doesn't matter. I think his Blink Dagger got cancelled or something, or he just pressed the buttons in the wrong order. Either way, no big deal.
Yeah, it doesn't matter really.
So
Still no GG calls. Still no GG calls.
And the shoutouts begin. Classic P-Noise.
Yeah. They may not drop like P-Noise, but they still shout out like P-Noise.
It's so true. I love Pinoy Dota. Well, guys, that is just about gonna wrap it up. MSIevoGT-TnC, I gotta say, they made this really hard on themselves because they forfeited their Game 1 match, their first match in the winner's bracket, so they had to do the long way to qualify, but I suppose they were pretty confident they could pull it off, and, well, they showed that they are one of the top teams
Did they have another event to play? What was the reason of that?
There was a LAN event, I think, and the reason they chose that one was because one of their sponsors, one of like the team sponsors was actually hosted, so they're kind of expected to play. I don't know which sponsor it was, but that's
they still managed to qualify, but the hard way.
That's kind of badass, isn't it? Well, MSIevoGT-TnC, that's a mouthful if there ever was one. Congratulations to Cast, Iwi, Jesse Vash, Chemo, and Ryo, because they're going into the SEA League, the main group, $1,500 available. Over the next 2 weeks, we'll be covering most, if not all, of the games here at Beyond the Summit. I'm LD, he's Winter. Twitter.com/LDDota if you want to support me. For Winter, it's Twitter.com/DotaWinter. Winter, do you want to make any shoutouts?
Shout out to BTS for giving me this chance to cast and learn more about how to be a good caster, and the experience was very enjoyable. And I really like to thank God and LD for giving me this opportunity.
You did shout out your girlfriend. I think she might be mad.
She's not watching the stream.
Okay, all right. Well, then we'll just say that I shouted her out. Shout out to Winter's girlfriend. As for QMX, unfortunately, they are going home, but they did give it a hell of an effort, and we hope to see more of them in the future. And with all the I mean, every game it felt like it was a different lineup, and that certainly can't help them, but they still got really close. It's got to be heartbreaking. They got to the winner's bracket finals, then they couldn't beat Neolution TH. Well, I don't know about heartbreaking, but very frustrated anyway, or disappointed at least. Couldn't beat Neolution TH, now fall to MSI. So MSI and Neolution, Neolution ES, sorry. Neolution ES, the tie roster, are the 2 teams that qualify from Qualifier 2. Guys, the official brackets, or the groups have been announced, I believe. I know the full list of teams has been announced. The tournament is scheduled to start tomorrow. I will have more information and details for that for you soon. If you want to know when our next cast will be, just follow me, twitter.com/LDDota. Or you can follow our BTS Twitter, twitter.com/BeyondTheSummit. But we'll have more information for you soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow for more SEA League action.